In working with clients, I'm realizing that a lot of clients that are coming to me are having disturbances in the heart. First, I notice the circulation is disturbed, and then, of course, I go to the source, which is the heart. The heart is the center of our toroidal field. As it's moving the blood, it's not actually pumping, but spinning, vortexing the blood as it goes in one way, and as it goes out, it goes another way. So the heart is actually this vortexing energy that is the center, that is really the center of our vibrational energy. And when there's disturbance in the heart, which is, there actually is an emotional part to the heart. It's on the right side. And it is, when we get affected emotionally, whether, in childhood or growing up or in adulthood, if we don't clear that energy, it creates a disturbance in the field. So when there's a disturbance in the heart, then there's a disturbance in the circulation. When there's a disturbance in the circulation, then the rest of the body is not getting fed properly with blood. So, because it feeds all the organs and the nerves and the lymphs and everything. So there is a real shift that happens when you change the disturbance in the heart. And I don't know if this is what leads to heart physical problems later. Of course, diet plays a role, but the energy plays a role too, because a lot of what disease is energy at the core of it. So, and then after noticing a bunch of clients having heart disturbances, I was like, oh, I wonder if mine is disturbed. And yes, my heart was disturbed. And, disturbance doesn't mean disease. It just means there's disturbance. And it's not vibrating in the highest way it could possibly be. So I changed the disturbance using the human archetype ruler. And I worked on different levels of my heart, because there's the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, vital. These are all levels that we are affected on as a human energy system. And then I worked on my circulation, because of course if my heart was disturbed, then my circulation was disturbed. And I always get cold hands and feet, and have always had that since childhood, and it completely changed that. So I no longer have cold hands and feet, which feels great. And when I did the heart work on myself, I could feel, and I actually had a really powerful dream about the spiral, because the spiral is actually a representation of the vortex. And the ancient knowledge knew how to transform energy with the vortex, creating a vortex. So that's part of the labyrinth and spirals, what they were used for. And in this dream, I was being shown how to use the spiral clockwise and counterclockwise to release disturbances and to heal disturbances, which is really interesting, because some of the shapes that change the energy in the human archetype ruler is actually a spiral. So it was just a really interesting dream, and it was really vivid. And so I thought it was really interesting, when you change the energy of the heart, you can change the energy of the whole body.